Hi guys, welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's pickacard reading, we will find out what will be your person's next action towards you. So for the first group, we have this little blue stone over here. My nail polish is horribly chipped, I'm aware. This green, white sort of stone for group 2. And this really light purple one for group 3. So feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all three, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the blue stone, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out what will be the next action that your person takes towards you. And the cards which came out for you were movement, choices, decisions, patience, hope, and solitude. Excuse that. Alright, so here's the thing, group 1. Because of the presence of Hermit over here, and the fact that your person is very confused about what it is that they should be doing, I don't see them taking any action towards you. At least not for the next 2 months maybe. The interesting thing over here though is that with patience and hope, they do want a rebirth of this connection. But it's almost as if they're hoping to be saved from this situation. They're hoping that you can come and rescue them from this indecision, from this confusion, from this feeling of not knowing what they want. There's a lot of they're fidgeting a lot. There's a lot of panic that I'm picking up on your person's end at the moment. And they don't want that. They don't like that. They'd like to be calm. They'd like to be more in control of the situation, but they know that that's not possible. It's almost as if they're hoping and praying that instead of them having to reach out to you, you could reach out to them. And I would totally understand if you don't do that, because maybe you have in the past reached out to them a lot and you've just maxed out your capacity and you're like, I'm not going to do that anymore. Maybe you are ready for them to finally come out of this indecision and then see where it goes from there. But basically what I'm trying to say is that just because they want you to reach out to them doesn't mean that you have to. Only do so if you feel called to, or if you feel like it. I'm also sensing over here that this person has an unhealthy amount of patience towards this connection. And I'm using the word unhealthy because it's high time that this person realizes that, dude, nobody's going to sit around and wait for you for eternity. Right? I mean, group 1 has their own life. They have people around them. A lot of people around you, group 1, in fact, might be encouraging you to start dating again, to get into relationships again, to give love another chance, and so on and so forth. And maybe you have found someone else, who knows, some of you. But I think this unhealthy amount of patience and this severe attachment to hope over here almost makes them believe, it seems, that you're not going to go anywhere with the energy of solitude, especially closing the spread. They feel like you will still be there when they snap out of this confusion and finally decide on a move that they have to make towards you. I don't know if that's true though. In fact, for most of you, I think they're horribly mistaken. I don't think you're going to sit around and wait for that long. In fact, if in the past, in fact, the last, let's say the last couple of times when you might have reached out to this person, you might have noticed this confusion yourself. You might have witnessed it. This could have come out in the form of, let's say, they started the conversation with a lot of enthusiasm. They were talking to you very nicely, and then suddenly they would become very cold and they'd start responding in just one-liners on one word, and you'd be like, what the fuck? What just happened? Why are they, like being so back and forth and being so flaky? You have an effect on them, group 1, needless to say. I think this is one of those connections which numbs your person's ability to think clearly. So you definitely do have a hold on them in that sense. The unfortunate bit, of course, is that I mean, of course, you and I both wish that they had a clear thinking. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. What will be Group 1's person's next action towards them, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles. What will be Group 1's person's next action towards them? Ten of Cups. What will be Group 1's person's next action towards them? Justice. What will be Group 1's person's next action towards them? What the hell? Two of Pentacles. Please clarify the Two of Pentacles. I'm surprised. Alright, so here's the thing, Group 1. The confusion unfortunately remains, although for a lot of you, this person can reach out. But Libra season is coming across over here very strongly with 10 and Justice. So if you're watching this reading in, like, at the time it's being uploaded, you can expect communication around October. And if you find this reading a little bit later on also, that's okay. Then you can just calculate roughly 10 months from the time that you watch this reading. What I like about this person's energy is that when they do reach out to you, at that time, they would be having some sense of clarity. In fact, they might choose a very familiar setting to call you, to take you out on a date or something. Might invite a couple of other people so that you don't feel uncomfortable. And it'll seem as if they're very, they'll be making it very obvious from their demeanor that they are fully intent on making things right between the both of you. But after that conversation, or after that meeting, they might... Oh, okay, so Spirit is telling me that this confusion over here that I had picked up on with Two of Pentacles and Ten of Swords is not theirs, it is yours. Because you're the one who was hurt by this individual. Alright, this just ties the whole thing together. Thank you, Spirit. So here's the thing. As we're talking, your person is confused, right? But they will be snapping out of this confusion by Libra season, and or 10 months from the time you watch this reading, if you come across it a bit late. And they will be reaching out to you. They will ask you out on a date. You will notice how invested they're being in everything. But you will not be able to open up to them as much as you might think you'd be able to. Maybe right now you watch all of these pick a card readings, like your next meeting with them, or when are they going to contact you next, etc., etc. But when it's actually going to happen for you, Group 1, it'll be very different. It'll feel very different. You might not feel as peppy about the whole thing as your person. You might not feel as enthusiastic about the whole thing as your person, because those last remaining bits of hurt, of torment, will still be present in your energy. In fact, I think that the more nicely this person behaves with you on this particular occasion, or even the communication that they'll be establishing before that, of course, to get you to the point of meeting them in person, you'll start feeling very divided. Questions like too little too late, or why are they being so nice to me now, or can I even trust them again? Things like this can mess around with your mind a little bit, which is why after they come out of indecision, you will be getting into indecision. And of course, your free will rules. Whatever you choose to do, you can. But at least now we know that your person will be taking action towards you. Makes sense also now with the presence of the Hermit. They need time, and I think that is why this whole thing, I mean, we're in March right now, and the fact that it's all going to happen in 10 months or October is because they need that time to figure things out. how to go about it, basically. All right. Spirit's message for you, group 1, is make a decision, which says feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. This does not just apply to the whole situation with your person. It applies to any other area of your life too, where you might be feeling confused, you don't know what to do. There might be a lot of people around you giving you multiple advices and you're just getting more confused by it. The key is to just go within, listen to your intuition, and based off of that, make a decision. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know it on in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You can follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Group 2, so for those of you who chose this off-white stone, let's first take a look at your oracle cards to find out what action will your person take towards you next. And the ones which came out for you were fulfillment of wishes, love begins, choose wisely, lots of green over here, and firm foundation. Ooh, this is interesting. So one thing is clear, that your person will be taking action towards you next, and it can be something that you've been hoping for. So if you have been hoping for an apology, then this is what that's going to be. If you have been hoping for a love confession, then this is what that's going to be. If you've been hoping for them to ask you out on a date, then this is going to be that. Basically, something that you had wished for, the kind of action that you had wished for, is what will be coming towards you. Now, the thing is that your person is very clear on the fact that they do want to take action towards you. So that is going to happen for sure. It's just that how should they go about it is something that's confusing them at the moment, which is why they want to make an informed decision. And that is why I am strongly sensing that they might test the waters first a little bit before actually coming forth with that grand gesture. And this can be anything such as sending you a simple text to see the kind of response that they get, or they might put up a very cryptic story, something that only you can understand, perhaps something that used to be like an inside joke between you guys or something, to see whether you react to that story or not. But basically, before coming forth with this big gesture, there is going to be a little gesture to test whether you are open to them or not. Because that is something that is missing with your person's mind at the moment with firm foundation. Somewhere they feel like you have been expecting them to take action towards them, but they don't want to freak you out, is what I'm hearing. And I don't know why that is. Maybe they'll catch you by surprise and something along those lines, or maybe they've in the past not been so nice to you, which is why now they feel like if they come and say I love you, you will be like, seriously, after all of that, you think I'm going to buy that? Perhaps something like that as well. I do see with fulfillment of wishes and the presence of Ace of Cups over here that this person does love you, no doubt about it. But this is someone who, generally speaking, seems to be like very way up in their head always about everything. They're less grounded. Like they're more of a planner and less of a doer. And perhaps in the past also, this aspect of theirs could have created problems in your connection or relationship if you were in one. I also see over here that before testing the waters, your person is going to wait out a little bit to see if you reach out or not. But if you don't budge, if you don't take any action towards them, they will have no option but to come forth with a little gesture, test the water, see that okay, group 2 is open, group 2 seems to be responsive, and then they will come forth with this apology or love confession or asking you out or whatever it is. It can be anything, honestly. Whatever it is that you had been hoping for, it's going to be just that. For some of you, it can be as quick as a month from whenever you're watching this. This is timeless, by the way. For others of you, it can take, say, around 7 months more. And the months of April, July, and September can be significant. Alright, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Okay, I've been asked to ask you, did something happen in the January of this year? For a lot of you, that testing of waters thing that I was talking about might have happened in January of this year. And some of you were responsive, some of you weren't. And accordingly, this person is going to plan this next big action of theirs. What action will group 2's person take towards them, Spirit? 8 of Swords, just when I said this person seems to be always way up in their head. What action will group 2's person take towards them next? The Fool. What action will group 2's person take towards them next? The Devil. What action will group 2's person take towards them next? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so it is slow moving, which is why, although for some of you it can be a month, for others of you, like I said, it can take up to 7 months, because this is a slow moving energy. But the good news is that there is still movement, it is still progress. I do want to clarify the 8 of Swords. Please clarify the 8 of Swords, Spirit. Oh, okay, so here's the thing. That whole testing of waters and to see whether you're responsive, like whether you respond kindly to them or not, is because at the moment your person seems to be consumed with the fear that you're not single anymore, group 2. For some of you, it is true, you really are not single anymore, but for others of you, it's not true. You are single as a Pringle, but they seem to believe that you are with someone else. And I think that this imagination of theirs, that what if group 2 is with anybody else at the moment, is what is causing some delay over here. It's very clear with Love Begins and the energy of the Fool that this person does want a brand new start with you. In fact, they're supremely attracted towards you still. You have a lot of hold on them till date, group 2, no matter how long it's been since you guys separated or went no contact. And I think one of the reasons why they are treading so carefully and kind of making it seem as if they're walking on eggshells around you is because of this fear that you're not single. Now, I won't advise you to like go out of your way and let them know that you're not single and say, hey, I'm open. Of course, you don't have to do that. But I don't know. I mean, if there is any subtle way perhaps in which you can communicate to them that you're single, then why not? One life, you should take risks sometimes. It's okay. I actually wouldn't have given you this advice, but I do see that this person truly is in love with you. So, and if this is something that's holding them back, the fear that you're with someone else, then I think the sooner they get to know that that's not true, the better it might be for the progress of this connection. But again, your free will rules, do whatever you feel like. Alright, Spirit's message for you, group 2 is helpful person, which says someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. Oh, fantastic. So if you guys have a mutual friend, you might deploy the services of this individual and communicate to your person that, oh no, who told you group 2 is in a relationship? They're not, they're single. Or actually, you know what, maybe you can tell them that, maybe your friend can tell your person that they're single, but that, like, the dating life seems to be very active right now. There are a lot of people who are after them. I don't know. You can have your fun with it if you want to or not. Your choice. The signs that have come out are Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, and Libra. Alright. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You can follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 3, so if you guys chose this light purple stone over here, let's first take a look at your oracle cards and find out what action is your person going to take towards you next. And the cards which came out for you were Prosperity Begins, Fertility, Intuition, and Memories of Love. Alright, this seems to be a pretty old connection, group 3, for a lot of you at least. This might be someone you used to study with or grew up with, or it's just one of those connections or people who have been in your life for as long as you can remember. Some of you might even have a child with this individual. Alright, so the action that I see them taking towards you, and the good news is that when they're about to take action towards you, you will intuitively be able to feel it. Like you can actually sense it coming before it actually arrives. Now, the action that's happening over here, firstly, it's going to start with some buttering. Alright, they're going to butter you up. They might start off with randomly dropping compliments left, right, and center on how you're looking or how you're doing in life. Maybe you post some achievement on some social media of yours where you guys connected and they just cannot stop congratulating you or hyping you up about it. And then they make their way from there. The nice thing that I like about your person's energy is that it seems to be very grounded and stable, with the presence of Prosperity Begins over here. They will not be coming around just to flirt and leave. They will be coming with the intention of staying, heck, even starting a family with you. I see with Memories of Love, the reason why your person's now reaching out to you is because they finally had their pressure cooker moment and they just cannot tolerate all of that nostalgia and missing you anymore. They might have been very patient with the whole thing. They might have waited for you perhaps to reach out even, but when that did not happen, and meanwhile they were craving you and they were missing you badly and there was just so much nostalgia, the lid just blew off and here they are. I see with the presence of Empress that this person views you in a very high, radiant and positive light. So although some of that hyping up is going to be a part of their buttering process to get you to open up a little bit towards them, but otherwise I'd say that this person really does admire you a lot. If they had dated someone after you, I'm not able to say if they were disappointed or not, but I can see that they did realize that that person was no match to you. And yes, everybody is different and you really can't compare, but also you can. And they did conclusion that nobody beats you, group 3. As simple as that. Now, I am also seeing over here, group 3, that perhaps in the past there was a time when there was someone else who had a very strong hold on your person's every move and action. This could have been a female figure. This could have been their mother, their sister, cousin, some female friend of theirs, or whoever. But that's not the case anymore, because now with intuition over here, your person is very in tune with themselves and what it is that they want. And from that clear headspace and heart space, they're able to make more informed and better choices in their life. And one of those choices is, of course, making their way back to you. Alright, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. What action will group 3's person take towards them next, Spirit? We have the 5 of Swords. What action will group 3's person take towards them? High Priestess. What action will group 3's person take towards them next, Spirit? We have the Sun and 5 of Cups. Oh, so there is some fear and inhibition in your person's mind, but bottom of the deck is 6 of Wands. I think they are going to reach out. They will conquer all of these fears that they're experiencing at the moment. What is the 5 of Swords about? Okay, and what is the Five of Cups about? All right, so here's the thing. Your person is afraid that they did not treat you well in the past. Like the kind of behavior, the kind of love, affection, attention that you deserved, they couldn't provide you with that. And they are aware that whatever they did was very random, very shocking, very surprising, very unexpected, and there is regret over here. In fact, with the presence of the High Priestess, they now feel like you are somewhat withdrawn and closed off, and that they really can't tell how you are feeling for them and what it is that you're thinking about them. And that gives them some problem. But the thing is that this person has so much love for you, so much affection for you, and just so much fire to make things right, that they are eventually going to overcome all of this fear. But the more that they think about the past with you, the more that they delve into that whole nostalgia and missing you, somewhere, even if it's like just 10%, but the fear of you telling them off does creep in, with the Ace of Swords being the clarifier over here. They're afraid that even when they do come around and shower you with praises and try to make things right and apologize for the kind of behavior that they did, because I see one of those things happening. Like, remember I said that they will first be hyping you up, buttering you up, showering you with compliments, and after that, they will start being very actively present in your life. Like, they make sure that you know that they're there to stay, being very involved, being very invested, things like that. But each time they make this plan, which they will be delivering on, they do have this fear that because of the fact that they did not value you back then, you might be so upset by them that you will either not buy what it is that they're saying, or that you will be very rude towards them and just like tell them off and ask them to cut their crap, or that you might not believe them. All right, that is also what I just heard, that they're afraid you might not believe that they are being genuine with you. There is massive regret that this person is feeling, and because the amount of guilt is so huge, the amount of effort that they put into this connection is also going to be huge. And sometimes it can feel overwhelming. You might feel like, what has gotten into this person? This is so out of character for them. But what you might not be able to understand is that they are like, you might think that they're overcompensating, but no, for them it is just simple compensating, because in their eyes what they've done was terrifically horrible. So they are going to make up for it in equal amounts. The signs which are Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Spirit's message for you is music for manifesting, which says to manifest rapidly. Think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. So if now, whether it is a reunion with this individual, a new lover, success in your career, group 3 is to listen to some good music, not necessarily meditative music, can be any music. Close your eyes and start visualizing all of that happening for you. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.